Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters at the start of the jam. 4 of these skaters are called blockers, and 1 is called the jammer. The jammer wears a helmet cover with a star on it and scores points for the team. The blockers are playing both offense and defense at the same time, and together they make up what is called the pack. The 2 jammers start each jam behind the pack and must get through all of these skaters for an initial pass before they can begin to score points. When the initial pass is complete, a jammer can score 1 point for every opponent they pass with their hips. The first jammer out of the pack legally is declared lead jammer, which means they can end the jam anytime they want before the 2 minutes are up. Sounds easy, right?
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the hangar at Oaks Amusement Park. Thank you for coming out on this chilly afternoon to watch the Rose Petals Championship. Featuring the Killer Bees. Versus the Skaters of Doom. All right, before we get started, just a few things. Please stay on your side of the black bumpers. Please don't go in front of the crowd while the action's going. Just wait between jams. You got 30 seconds to get to and from your seats. This is a juniors event. Please cheer positively and responsibly. And also do not coach from the stands. Coaches will coach. You all have a good time. That's how we're going to do it. And now, let's give it up for all of our volunteers who make all this possible. And for all of our officials on skates and off. And without further ado, let's get this going. Tofurious, who you got?
Good morning, puns. It is my pleasure and honor to bring to you this morning in the teal tops with black trim. Give it up for the Skaters of Doom. Wearing number 0, Scrambled Egg. 07, Voldemort. Number 1 is Skittles. 100, Bob the Fred. 111 is Ballistic. 132, Release the Kraken. 197, Gremlin. Number 22, Catnip. Number 3, Nora Bones. 35 is the Feral Kid. 587, An Explosive. Wearing number 7, Donut Slayer. 73 is Bobcat. 732, E-Skate Artist. 777, Screaming Death. And last but never least, 789, All Ice. Give it up for the Skaters of Doom. All right, are you ready for the black and the yellow? I'd like to introduce the Killer Bees. Number 18, Snapdragon. Number 299, Rotten Mango. Number 3-1, False Glitch. Number 3-6, Piranha Pixie. Number 3-6-0, Yellow Jacket. Number 3-7, Anamata Mia. Number 4-2-3, Leonard Skinner. Number 5-0, Healthy. Number 6-2-5, Perry Lucy. Number 7-4, Dynamite. Number 8-1-4, Lucille Brawl. Number 8-8-8, Frantic. And last but not least, number 9-5, Lil T Rebel. The Killer Bees.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for tuning in for today's incredibly exciting Juniors Championships. This first game obviously is going to be our Petals playing for first place, but then after this we've got the Buds, Puns.
I'm looking forward to today. It should be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a blast. So if you are signing in and watching us from home, my name is Omnivore, and I will be on the stream today with Puns. But let us know who you're cheering for, where you're cheering from, and we'll give your skater and yourself a shout-out on the stream.
And it looks like we're going to start off on that Jam on Hawthorne Jam line with, I believe that is Frantic in the black and Gremlin in the teal.
I do believe that you are correct.
This should be a good jammer matchup.
You know, I think both games today are just, we're going to see incredible jammer matchups the entire time. There's our whistle.
Oh, and Frantic through with a quickness. Snapdragon digging in on Gremlin.
Frantic able to find that nice, almost inside line and through without any hesitation. Now completing initial pass and ready to score. Gremlin is out on initial. Frantic going ahead and calling it off after picking up, well, 3 or 4 points. 4 points and holding the Skaters of Doom scoreless in Jam 1. I'd like to take a second to say thank you to Rebel Heart Therapy, therapy for queer, poly, kinky, quirky folks. Give them a look at www.rebelhearttherapy.com.
And wonderful people, too.
Amazing people.
All right, next up, that is 37, Anamata Mia.
And Scrambled Egg in the teal. Anamata Mia through and picking up lead jammer for the Killer Bees. Egg still stuck behind that pivot line, but not for long. Nice force to the outside by False Glitch and a rollback by Little T Rebel.
Yeah, those two are showing Scrambled Egg that getting through the pack is no yoking matter.
I will never tire of announcing with you, Puns.
And Scrambled Egg is through, but that is a second scoring pass, and Anamata Mia calling it off with
Fervor. That was a very big call-off gesture. And I think we've got Skittles for Skaters of Doom up against number 814 for the Killer Bees. That's going to be Lucille Brawl. We have an official timeout. That's a Deb Counts Tabor. Welcome to PDX timeout. This timeout brought to you by RCR's Realtor. Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor. There are 25 people watching on the stream right now.
Excellent.
Yeah, go ahead and tell us where you're from, who you're cheering for. We would love to know. Was it our last game that we announced together that we had some European followers? We had some UK,
some
people,
London.
Yeah, from the UK.
And I feel like a lot from Texas.
We had a ton from Texas. Lots of people tuning in from Texas. Always makes me excited to see where people are watching us from.
Well, we got a minute. There is still time to register for Winter Break Camp. Starting tomorrow for ages 7 to 13, spend winter break with RCR. Register at RoseCityRollers.com. Unless your kid goes to Portland Public Schools, then I'm sorry.
That's right. You guys got your week of Christmas break rolled back.
Yes, we did.
Well,
as a PPS employee, let me tell you just how super excited I am about that.
Those winter break camps, the camps in general, are so well run. If you have the opportunity to get your kid into one of those camps, you should do it. So again, we've got Lucille Brawl jamming for the Killer Bees up against Skittles for the Skaters of Doom. Skittles quickly to the front of the pack, pushing against those Killer Bees past the pivot line. One to beat.
And Skittles rolling through.
Lucille Brawl still stuck there at the top of the apex.
Good work there by Bobcat.
Oh, some beautiful work by Lucille Brawl going under the arms of two of their own teammates.
And there's the call off from Skittles, who also picks up a penalty.
Oh. What?
So really
What?
tasting the rainbow of emotions there.
That was a cut track. I don't even know when that happened, but it did, and that's all that matters.
I think probably as calling it off.
That is talent.
Dynamite is your sole jammer at the moment.
There's
And-
our whistle. Dynamite not even hesitating and running up the outside, picking up lead jammer in this power jam situation. False glitch headed to the penalty box for the Killer Bees.
Yeah, but credit to False Glitch for creating that outside lane that Dynamite used. Nice.
Sometimes the penalty's worth it.
Yes.
Dynamite continuing around after picking up 4 points. Killer Bees, batting 1,000 in terms of lead jammer so far this game. And I know.
Bobcat got lead jam, or Skittles got lead jam.
I love
last
it
time.
when you prove me wrong. Keeps me humble.
Keeps all of us humble.
Well, hello, Charisse Bigger, live from Tigard. So excited to see you tuning into our games this afternoon. And to Tennessee, watching from Bountiful, Utah, and rooting for the Skaters of Doom, Bob the Fred is your granddaughter.
All right.
I love it. Well, hello and welcome.
All right, we got East Skate Artist in the teal, and that is Onomatopoeia once again for the Bees.
Eastgate Artist quickly to the front of the pack.
But meeting the shoulders of Snapdragon.
Those are some very strong and unyielding shoulders of Snapdragon there. Eastgate Artist still able to get lead jammer.
Onomatopoeia working against Feral Kid. Good work there by Feral Kid, but Onomatopoeia just faster to the inside and through on the initial.
Eastgate Artist at the back of the track, pushing against a full complement of Bees there.
And Onomatopoeia telling that defense to buzz off.
Eastgate Artist going ahead and calling that jam off. That was an evenly scored jam, 4-4, both sides. I'd like to take a second to say thank you to Two Town Cider, damn fine cider made here in the Pacific Northwest. Also available at the Plow Stop Bar if you guys would happen to be here in-house. But I'm sure it can also be found in numerous fridges across the Portland metropolitan area.
Hopefully your fridge. All right, we have Yellow Jacket and Gremlin. Yellow Jacket finding a lane on the outside, almost through. Oh no, forced out. Gremlin, your lead jammer.
Forced out by Bobcat. Some great move there. Bobcat again with the hit to the inside on Yellow Jacket. And I believe that is Skittles doing some work down there, keeping Yellow Jacket from getting through. Unfortunately, or fortunately,
Depending on your outlook.
depending on which team you are playing for, Yellow Jacket through on initial and getting ready to start picking up some points.
Gremlin pushing the front of the pack.
Skaters of Doom with a nice wall at the back of the pack. Little T Rebel with some animation down there. Gremlin coming back around. Little T Rebel taking Gremlin one-on-one.
That was nicely done.
Well, I thought that was a penalty from this angle, but I guess it wasn't.
Nope.
Gremlin letting it run, continuing to pick up points.
Halsey now working with Little T Rebel. And Halsey with the force out. Yellow Jacket in, working against Nora Bones and Ballistic now on the outside edge.
Ballistic with almost trying to draw that penalty. Really great track awareness. It's a good time to say thank you to Liquid Death. Liquid Death, if you know, you know.
And boy, do I know.
It is one of my favorite beverages to get down there. I'm currently working on a Red Bull. It'll give you wings. Who is that? That is number 814. Lucille Brawl just absolutely inserted herself into that Skaters of Doom tripod to work some offense right off the line. Scrambled Egg at the top of the pack.
And Scrambled Egg over easy to get through.
Followed quickly by Dynamite. I saw what you did there. I just had to call the other jammer. Dynamite about a third of a track behind, a turn behind. Both skaters getting ready to re-enter the pack, scrubbing their speed as they must for a pedals game. Scrambled Egg hit to the inside.
Reloads for another run.
Voldemort taking a seat in that Laughing Planet penalty box on a multiplayer block.
There goes Dynamite exploding out of the pack.
Scrambled Egg working against Snapdragon. Snapdragon and Egg very evenly matched.
That was an excellent jam.
Is Snapdragon one of our juniors that's going to be aging up into buds next year?
I suspect so. I don't have a list of
I don't have a list. There was a parent down there in the audience who was showing me a list of the age ups, and there's like 16 possible age ups from pedals to buds this next season.
Wow. And last year was a great age up class as well, so.
Onomatopoeia headed back to the bench.
All right, Frantic is through, your lead jammer.
Little T Rebel taking a little spill there, back up on their skates.
All right, Bob the Fred looking to
Oh man.
close the inside lane, but Dynamite, or not Dynamite, that's Frantic. Was
That
just
is
too
Frantic.
fast.
Yep, and it is still Scrambled Egg.
See, the board said Dynamite for a second there.
It did. I affirm what you saw. Scrambled Egg working the inside line there between turns 2 and 3. Now to the outside, 1 to beat.
Actually, that's the E-Skate Artist. The scoreboard says Scrambled Egg, but the jersey is E-Skate Artist.
I saw the glasses and assumed incorrectly that my scoreboard was, in fact, saying the right name of the jammer, and it's not.
Good work there by False Glitch in space.
Yep, I was just going to say that. Both teams doing really well, walling back up. The Kraken with a really nice connection with Frantic there. Not able to stop, but definitely forcing the call off. Like to say thank you to Sasquatch HR, making nonprofit and small business workplaces better, sasquatchr.org.
Well, this should be a very explosive jammer matchup. We have Onomatopoeia. Sorry, I thought it was Dynamite for a second.
And you were getting your puns all set
man.
up.
And
You
Explosive
were
versus
so
Dynamite is
ready.
the jammer matchup I want, just for the puns.
But meanwhile, it's an official timeout, and what does that mean, Puns?
That is a welcome to PDX. Deb Counts Tabor timeout, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers.
Angel Bigger saying, excellent play-by-play.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Angel. I appreciate that. So let's see. This is an official timeout. I feel like official timeouts have a have a really good record of sending somebody to the penalty box late. Meanwhile, who do we have jamming down there? We have number 587 in the teal.
That's an Explosive, and that is Onomatopoeia for the Bees.
I thought you said for the thieves, and I was like,
For the thieves? Well, so far they're stealing away with this game.
They are stealing the game right now. So maybe, I don't know, killer bees, killer thieves. We have a zebra pack conference down there on the track.
A zebra herd.
Herd convergence.
Adam Splitter going to talk with the coaches.
I would like to give a shout out to the coaches of the Skaters of Doom for this game. The Undead Avengers have stepped up to coach SOD for this last game of the season. So shout out to Stan the Woman, Scratcher in the Eye, Little Stabby, Jules Byrne.
And Ginger Slap.
And Ginger Slap, all coaching Skaters of Doom. Some real excellent leadership by Bud skaters who really do love their teammates in the pedals. It's heartwarming.
It is.
Heartwarming on such a cold morning here in the hangar. I have my electric blanket on right now.
I can see. You look a little bit chilly.
Well, I walked out this morning and I saw frost on the ground and I was like, it is absolutely a heated blanket morning for the hangar. Let's go Bees. Johnny Martinez is out there rooting for the Bees this morning. Do you need more cord?
Yes.
Are you being strangled by your headset?
A little bit.
That's all I can give you. That's all you got.
That's more than enough.
Okay.
There we go. Now I don't feel like I'm like weirdly being forced into your personal space by the lack of a cord.
There's our whistle, wrapping that time up, out, and bringing us back to the game. Angel Bigger getting our #1 fan award this morning so far with a Let's Go Stabby. There's our whistle.
You're a little bit biased on that.
I am a little bit biased considering Little Stabby is my favorite skater on Undead.
Huh, I wonder why.
No reason.
All right. And Explosive about a half the track behind Onomatopoeia. Wow, Onomatopoeia through with a quickness. And B's looking to run this a bit, trusting the defense, which is so far holding. Great work by Yellow Jacket there.
And Explosive picking up 4 points.
Ballistic.
Onomatopoeia through, picking up 4.
And, Snapdragon with a force out.
I took one look and I was like, that's Snapdragon. Snapdragon and number 299 for the Killer Bees. That is Rotten Mango. A true gruesome twosome down there.
Well, it does take 2 to Mango.
You're going to give me the wheeze laughs here in a little while. Oh, goodness gracious. Meanwhile, the Killer Bees are jamming Lucille Brawl up against Skittles for the Skaters of Doom.
And Screaming Death meeting Lucille Brawl at the back of the pack.
Little T Rebel trying to stop Skittles, not able to do it.
Wow. Oh. Lucille Brawl getting ahead. Oh, Skittles takes the inside lane.
Ooh, Skittles coming into that pack with quite a bit of heat, scrubbing it at the last second.
Good work there by Piranha Pixie to assist that slowdown and stop Skittles in their tracks.
So Skittles lead jammer, and now with an assertive lead on the track over Lucille Brawl. Both walling up. Oh, and one of my absolute favorite skaters down there, Catnip, number 22 of the Skaters of Doom. Doing some work.
Catnip lulling the jammer into a nap.
Scrambled Egg up against Dynamite. So close to your perfect pairing.
I know.
So close.
Voldemort locking down that outside line. Oh, Dynamite finds a gap, though.
Scrambled Egg looking to find a place to get through, but Bees saw it.
Snap. Yeah, that was great work by that team. Oh, Bob the Fred and Voldemort working the back against Dynamite. Dynamite, though, finds the inside lane.
That was a beautiful play by Bobcat to try and get a piece of Dynamite. Not able to do it, but definitely worth the shout out. Dynamite coming back around, really looking at a disorganized pack, getting hit to the outside and rolled back by Voldemort. Bobcat covering the inside lane.
Voldemort really finding the Horcrux of the issue there.
Scrambled Egg working against Snapdragon and company there at the Jam on Hawthorne jammer line.
Paralucy in the mix on that defense.
Snapdragon just continuing to waterfall in front of Scrambled Egg, not giving Egg an inch.
And Dynamite with the call off. That was a 12-3 jam in favor of the Bees.
Michael Millard saying, "Go Killer Bees," cheering for Helsie, number 50. Welcome, Michael. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Gremlin with a little bit of a flourish as she arrives on the Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Facing off against Onomatopoeia. Oh, Onomatopoeia, wow.
Gremlin still working at the top of the pack with one to beat, number 360 of the Killer Bees. That's going to be Yellow Jacket. Onomatopoeia coming back around.
All Ice and Company getting ready. Oh, and they managed to trap Onomatopoeia on the inside lane. Good force out by All Ice. Or no, that's
and
not
Ballistic.
All Ice. That was Donut Slayer.
Oh,
Donut.
we're both wrong.
Well, All Ice was involved with that play, so. But yeah, Donut Slayer. That is a great name.
We need a donut sponsor.
Yes.
So if anybody out there in listening land knows of a donut shop that would be happy, we do the bread toss now. Wouldn't it be great if we could also do a donut toss?
Oh my, oh.
Yeah.
I might actually forgo tossing it just so that, just funnel it right into my mouth. God, I love donuts.
Well, there's our fan favorite on the stream, Helsie, up against Eastgate Artist for the Skaters of Doom. Eastgate Artist up at the top of the pack,
And
finding a way.
Snapdragon out on a forearm. That made it a little bit easier for Eastgate Artist to escape the pack.
Helsie only about 30 feet behind Eastgate Artist. Both jammers slowing down. Eastgate Artist with some beautiful edge work to get around those jammers. Unfortunately, falling and Halsey gaining the lead over Eastgate Artist. Oh, we just got confirmation in the stream that yes, Snapdragon is aging up next year. Then I am very excited to see Snapdragon in the Buds next season.
That should be awesome.
Eastgate Artist through, picking up 4.
And meanwhile, Halsey working against, that was an explosive there. Feral Kid.
What
Wow.
did Catnip go to the box on? Well, nobody knows because it's a question mark on the penalty tracker.
And Eastgate Artist heading to the box. I did not see the arms because I was watching what was going on in the pack with Halsey.
It was a forearm for Eastgate Artist.
Gotcha.
That is leaving Halsey in a power jam situation. Also, the jam will go the full 2 minutes. Catnip back on the track for the Skaters of Doom,
Ooh,
as is False Glitch for the Killer Bees.
I like Halsey's socks. The
Now I'm trying to find them.
coming around the back after being forced out.
Oh, there we go. The stripy ones.
Yeah, the stripy ones.
I like the stripy ones.
And Eastgate Artist released right at the end there.
Looks like this will probably be our last jam of the half.
And on that Jam on Hawthorne jam line, we've got Bob the Fred and Frantic.
I think Bob the Fred is just one of the most chaotically cool names.
I know. It's really.
It's just perfect.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Frantic with a nice little spin move to exit the pack.
Frantic will be lead jammer. Bob the Fred around with some Yellow Jacket got caught.
And that was Skittles with some great blocking there to help spring that.
Skittles, Voldemort, and Bobcat, the 3 Skaters of Doom, up there at the top of the pack.
And Skittles, once again, great offense.
Beautiful rundown by Killer Bees.
I believe that was Dynamite.
I think so. I can't quite see.
I saw
it was
4
Dynamite,
there.
and I saw the 7. Together, that makes 74, and
Yeah.
that is Dynamite. And there we go. We have 4 seconds left on the period clock. I do believe that we are going to head to intermission.
All right.
So intermission is a great 10-minute break for you guys to go to your fridges and pick up a drink from one of our RCR sponsors. So go ahead and refill your cups, and we'll be back in 10 minutes.
See that?
Please, please, please come down now. Don't be scared, I only want to help you down. two of us. Fight back your worry, I'll show you the way. Lean on me, you know it's gonna be okay. If I do, you can do it too. Try to, you can do it just like me. First foot down on the count of three, 'cause if I do, you can do it too. Try to, you can do it just like me. Sun's gone west, time for bed. Take my hand.
And here we are with about 25 seconds left until we start our second half of our Pedals Championship bout. Thank you so much for being on stream with us. Our skaters are going through their pre-bout safety check, making sure that everybody is super safe. As a quick recap from the first period, we're sitting at a score of Killer Bees 110 to the Skaters of Doom 70. It is a very low penalty game so far. Nobody's sitting at more than 2 penalties. Over on the Killer Bees, we've got 5 penalties total and 4 for Skaters of Doom. So it's been an incredibly clean game thus far, the way that we like to see it played. But clean does not mean not exciting. It has been an excellent game. Both teams are holding their own. Everybody excited to get started again. So once again, let us know where you're tuning in from and who you are cheering for.
Woo-wee, wrangling a bunch of munchkins off the track. It's hard work.
I know. I'm glad you volunteered to go down there and do that. And then having to run up the stairs, I always sound like an asthmatic hippo by the time I'm up here. So I just choose to spend my half times in the mezzanine.
That's a good thought. And that is Onomatopia, your lead jammer.
Ballistic pushing against all 3 Killer Bees. That is Piranha Pixie, Snapdragon.
And 360 is Yellow Jacket.
Nice force to the inside by that tripod on Ballistic, not allowing Ballistic to have very much forward progress at all. For those of you unfamiliar with many of the rules or some of the rules of roller derby, blockers have to let jammers continue in a forward direction. You can't stop the jammer and stop your skates or you'll get a stop block. An uncommon penalty. I haven't seen a lot of them. Onomatopia coming back around, looking to pick up 4 more. Catnip coming in to play some beautiful offense for Ballistic.
Wow, Onomatopia getting low.
Oh, Catnip's entire truck has come off her skate.
That is, ooh, yeah, that's unfortunate.
Somebody help Catnip.
There we go, Duncan, thank you.
Yeah, Catnip is just gonna have to be escorted off the track. Hopefully somebody can give Catnip an extra set of skates to skate with, because I think that skate is done.
Yeah, it is only semi-attached.
By maybe 1 screw. Good news is Stan is also an excellent skate person, working at 5 Stride.
Yeah. So if anybody can get that semi-truck fixed, it's Stan.
It is, but also
so we've got Dynamite, E-Skate Artist. And there's Dynamite. About a quarter of a track ahead.
Dynamite finding the outside.
Oh, E-Skate Artist, nice little apex hop there.
What kind of an apex jump is that? That's a Killer Burger apex jump.
Killer Burger.
I know, you supported our sponsor on the way in, I saw.
Yes, yes, I did.
Dynamite recycled back and calling it off.
Oh, wow. False glitch, I think that was. It's going to be an illegal.
Yeah. False glitch was looking for that. Like, are you going to send me to the penalty box?
Yep, that's a low block.
And that is exactly what happened. So both teams with a blocker in that Laughing Planet penalty box. So both teams starting at a disadvantage this jam, but an equal disadvantage. We have a timeout being called. That is a Welcome to PDX timeout. If you're ready to move to Portland and join RCR, let Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor help you find a home. While we have another moment, I will say thank you to Rogue Ales and Spirits, world-class ales, lager, spirits, and canned cocktails made right here in Oregon. and they are mighty tasty to boot. Frantic having a little dance party down there on that Jam on Hawthorne jammer line.
Up against Bobcat. And Frantic quickly threw on the outside. And Rotten Mango Snapdragon containing Bobcat so far, working along with Leonard Skinner.
Frantic easily finding the way around those 3 Skaters of Doom blockers, picking up 4 points. Skaters of Doom going in, looking to play a little bit of offense, but they just don't have that much time with Frantic coming back around. Frantic spinning, going around hips first through the pack, finding a way around the outside around Bobcat, picking up another 4.
And Snapdragon doing great work. Getting a rolling assist from Leonard Skinner, False Glitch, and Rotten Mango. But Snapdragon just doing great there.
Bobcat now through on initial. Frantic taking the opportunity to go ahead and call that jam off.
So yeah, I ordered Killer Burger on the Killer Burger app, walked into the Selwood location about 11:10, and it was ready and waiting for me. Apparently I do this enough that I just walk through the door and like, here you go.
Is. Well, it is every Derby weekend that you go there, at least once.
Yes.
Yellow Jacket and Skittles, both the jammers for this jam. Skittles through for Skaters of Doom, picking up lead jammer. Yellow Jacket with 2 to beat. Beautiful move there by a skate artist to slow Yellow Jacket down.
And there's Skittles with 4.
Oh, beautiful move through by Yellow Jacket to pick up 4 points. Skaters of Doom just not ready for Yellow Jacket that go around.
Voldemort looking to close the inside lane. Screaming death in there. And Yellow Jacket was taken down by that mob of Skaters of Doom.
Yellow Jacket with 4, Skittles with 4. Skittles and Skaters of Doom ahead by 4 points that jam. Killer Bees 8, Skaters of Doom 12. And Dempsey, they do look so good. Once again, out of the 29 logged in computers, logged in TVs, let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We would love to know.
Ballistic directing traffic.
There's our whistle. Halsey jamming for Killer Bees. Halsey finding a quick way through. All ice, looking over a shoulder, not able to get in the way quite quick enough.
Halsey, your lead jammer, but Ballistic
Catching up. Ooh, Halsey through on the inside. Able to squeak through with, from what up here looked like maybe a 6-inch gap on the inside.
And Ballistic once again speeding around the orbit. Oh, that is a forearm on Halsey. So this is now a power jam for Ballistic and the Skaters of Doom.
Skaters of Doom coach is getting excited, giving the motion to go ahead and run. Ballistic pushing their way through, picking up 4 points in what is now this power jam situation with a full 2-minute jam.
And Ballistic once again in the pack.
Little T Rebel looking to go around and stop forward progression.
False Glitch now doing good work at the front of the pack.
False Glitch. Rotten Mango, Little T Rebel putting on an absolute blocker clinic there at the top of the pack. Nice force out to the outside and a run back by False Glitch. That is going to be a real power kill.
Yes.
Kelsey back on the track in position to score. Actually, already picked up 4. Came back on the track and immediately picked up 4 points.
It is 8-8 so far in this jam as the jam timer is winding down.
Multiplayer block being called on
Scrambled egg. So that was a 12-12 jam.
While you can make an omelet with more than 1 scrambled egg, you can't have more than 1 scrambled egg, or it's a multiplayer on the track. It worked way better in my head than when I actually tried to explain it. I just can't keep up with you.
That's all right.
Often imitated, never duplicated. Puns and roses.
Thank you, thank you. That is Gremlin.
And Paralucy jamming for the first time this game for the Killer Bees, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. You keep stats in your head way better than I do. I'm a very in-the-moment announcer. Gremlin through, picking up lead jammer. Paralucy still stuck behind those Skaters of Doom. Gremlin with a very beautiful little scrub of speed there. Is that Snapdragon?
That is Snapdragon.
It's Snapdragon.
Snapdragon doing as much as possible to keep Gremlin from eating after midnight.
That was Snapdragon and Frantic, and technically it's a Mogwai who eats after midnight to become a Gremlin. Once they're a Gremlin, there's not much you can do. Water. Isn't water bad for Gremlins? I'm pretty sure water's bad for Gremlins. So it would be great if all ice was down here.
Yeah.
Gremlin up at the top of the pack once again, looking to pick up those last 2 points, and that is Snapdragon.
Yep.
Skaters of Doom.
Doing good work on Paralucy. Feral Kid in there. Nora Bones. Paralucy trying to call it off, but not the lead jammer.
That is a privilege reserved for whoever's lead. In this case, that's going to be Gremlin. Gremlin around Snapdragon and Frantic once again. And we have a directional being called on
Yellow Jacket.
Yellow Jacket of the Killer Bees. Ooh. That was a shoulder to the face. We're going to go ahead and have a timeout there. So welcome to PDX timeout. This timeout brought to you by RCR's Realtor. Welcome to PDX. I often think about how vulnerable noses are when you're playing roller derby.
Yes.
Like, it does not take very much to just absolutely make a face hurt by contacting with the nose. Oof. So as a quick recap, we have the Killer Bees sitting at 157 points to Skaters of Doom 118. Skaters of Doom had a monster jam this last go around with 14 points put on the board. Gremlin is up off the track, getting a taken look at by ye old Trauma Goblins, our EMTs for this bout today.
I really enjoy that the EMTs are in that like old school plague doctor outfit, and that they have a sign that they made up for ye old Trauma Goblins.
It is a real commitment.
That is commitment.
And the last game that they were at, they were Bob Ross's, and you can actually see their Bob Ross paintings, at least one of them up there on top of the first aid cabinet. They have been a variety of things this season. I think they've also been clowns.
The Bob Ross one, I mean, they actually painted that during the bout.
During the bout. Both of them were painting something during the bout. It was pretty amazing.
I mean, that is commitment, or at least they should be committed, one of the two.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
That's sort of roller derby, really.
Yeah,
Commitment,
really
and maybe you should be committed.
So there's our whistle wrapping up that official timeout.
Well, we're looking at East Skate Artist and Dynamite on the Jam on Hawthorne jam line.
Eastgate Artist quickly to the top of the pack, followed quickly by Dynamite.
Dynamite about 5 or 6 steps behind. Eastgate Artist coming in.
Beautiful. Eastgate Artist, that was a killer apex jump brought to you by Killer Burger. That was inbounds, legal, and it scored.
Wow.
Beautiful jump by Eastgate Artist.
That was, I mean, I think that was Lil T Rubble who was ready for it, but Eastgate Artist just went up and over.
Eastgate Artist once again finding a wide open inside lane through, picking up 4 without any resistance at all.
And Dynamite in the penalty box on illegal contact. So this is a power jam, a much needed power jam for the Skaters of Doom.
Yellow
that is
jacket.
a back block. Eastgate Artist heading to the box.
Okay, we're going to do the little jammer shuffle. You can't play roller derby without a jammer. So Dynamite immediately going to be released. Dynamite finding the right time to re-enter that track. There they are. We will now go the full 2 minutes. Dynamite finding an open lane on the inside, through on 1 skate. All of the Killer Bees looking to play some offense here, but also standing or getting ready because Eastgate Artist is standing in the box. Eastgate Artist back on the track.
And there goes both jammers. We are at 12 to 8. 6 seconds left on the jam. Dynamite coming in.
And Explosive looking to push Bob the Fred into the jammer's way, not quite able to make it work. We have Ballistic jamming for the Skaters of Doom.
Up against Halsey.
Jamming for the Killer Bees. Oh, good. Catnip got new skates. Woohoo! Look at those quad stars. Those will definitely be solid. Those are what I skate in. Quad stars.
And Halsey, your lead jammer.
Where is our Halsey fan online? That's going to be Michael. Give it up for Halsey, lead jammer for the Killer Bees. Ballistic about half a track behind, but through on their initial pass. Halsey
And
getting caught up on Catnip. Nice force to the outside. Rollback by Voldemort.
And there goes Halsey.
Oh, man. Halsey just made that look so easy.
Yes.
Again, watching these juniors games, I'm like, why don't I play roller derby anymore? It's not that hard. Because the juniors make it look so easy.
Yeah.
Many of these juniors have been on skates since they could walk.
Yeah.
Lots of tripping going on down there. Nobody quite able to keep on all of their skates. Halsey through, picking up another 4.
And Snapdragon passing off Ballistic to Leonard Skinner and then racing to the front to once again re-engage.
With Snapdragon.
Yeah.
Nice force to the inside by Snapdragon. Snapdragon, false glitch, Piranha Pixie.
And we have a star pass that is now Bobcat.
Wow.
Or not Bobcat.
No, that is Catnip.
They both have cat in there.
That is a
My
Catnip
apologies.
jam. That
Yes.
is exciting. Way to go, Catnip.
Last time I saw this level of excitement was when one of my cats discovered a new catnip toy.
I just got new toys for my cats this weekend.
Yeah.
Catnip coming through up against that false glitch Piranha Pixie. Snapdragon. Leonard Skinner. Wall. That is
It's been effective so far.
it has been highly effective. Like to say thank you to WSL Leadership Coaching, helping you be more awesome in your work, sport, and life. Thank you, WSL Leadership Coaching.
All right, we got Little T Rubble and Scrambled Egg.
Two very fun jammers to watch. Scrambled Egg through on the outside. Little T Rubble, having a toe stop issue.
Yes, that is.
I saw something else dangling, and I was like, no way somebody's plate can become detached for the second time in a game.
Little T Rubble is finished with that little skate trouble.
Scrambled Egg coming through. Little T Rubble looking to make up for some lost time here. Little T Rubble with the cap off. Interesting choice.
Yeah, you can't score with the cap off.
No, but they're looking to pass. So star pass on the Killer Bees to Dynamite.
So no points scored on that.
Not quite sure of the reasoning behind
Yeah,
that.
because if Little T Rebel had just kept the cap on, that would have been 4 points. Okay.
Well, you know, in the moment it made sense to Little T Rebel.
Yep.
I'd like to say thank you to Black Cat Plumbing, your local neighborhood plumbing company and a proud sponsor of RCR since forever. I hope you never need to use them, but if you do, great company. Skittles up against number 36.
That's Piranha Pixie. And Skittles pushing against Snapdragon.
Skittles laying Snapdragon out.
But Piranha Pixie gets first bite and is your lead jammer.
Skittles bulldozing through those Killer Bees blockers. I believe Skittles is another one who's probably aging up this next
Yes,
season.
I suspect so. It's going to be fun seeing these skaters in the butts.
It's going to be so much fun. Skittles going and taking a seat in that Laughing Planet penalty box.
That was a high block.
I always see A for high blocks, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me, but it is. There is no A in either of the words high block.
What about hiya?
I associate that more with a forearm. Anyways, Piranha Pixie in a lead jammer and in a power jam. Nice chase down by number 732.
E-Skate Artist.
E-Skate Artist.
Who's going to be taking
Penalized
a seat
for it.
that. A little bit out of play there. I respect the effort, though.
So we've got about 2 minutes left in this game, and we've got a score of 193 Killer Bees to 147 Skaters of Doom. Penalties are still looking relatively low. E-Skate Artist did go to the penalty box on an illegal contact.
Brief little hi and hello between Gremlin and Yellow Jacket. I like Gremlin's green hair. I believe that is courtesy of Die Die My Darling.
There's at least 1 or 2 other juniors' parents who saw the folks at Die Die My Darling Hair Salon yesterday to get Rainbow Bites colored hair, blue colored hair.
Oh, wow. That's pretty awesome.
Nazgul's parent is sporting some beautiful blue locks today. Yellow Jacket calling it after picking up 4. Star Valdez, I heart the Killer Bees. Thanks for joining us, Star. The Killer Bees are awesome. Looks like we have a timeout.
Skaters do.
What does that mean, Puns?
This is a Deb Counts Tabor timeout. Are you ready to move to PDX and join RCR? Let Welcome to PDX help you find a home.
Timeouts are another really great time to say thank you to Ritual Dyes, a unique shop and dye studio in Southeast Portland, owned by an RCR parent. It says Pedals parent, but like Wooly Bully's so much more than just a Pedals parent. Wooly Bully is also a Wrecker skater and a Buds parent. And all around amazing human. So our first game here is almost done, as you can see by the timer up there. And then our second game starts at 2 p.m. And
that'll
that's
be-
going to be epically exciting as we watch the Rainbow Bites take on, who are undefeated this season, take on the Undead Avengers, who have only lost to the Rainbow Bites.
And their game was the first game of the season, and it was a barn burner.
And now they're going to play the last game of the season, so I can only imagine it will be Barn Burner Part 2.
I mean, that was a really fun bout to watch.
I think today's bout at 2 p.m. is also going to be a lot of fun. Catnip wearing the Jammer Star for the full jam here. Those are definitely new skates for
Yeah.
Catnip.
And Frantic, your lead jammer, entering on a scoring pass.
Ballistic with a nice chase down there, working with E-Skate Artist to try and get Frantic stopped. Beautiful spin move by Frantic.
Frantic really has incredible balance.
And that was an explosive with the late swing at Frantic. Beautiful move by a blocker, just not quite enough to get in Frantic's way.
Oh, Frantic. I thought Frantic got through clean, but, not worth picking up a penalty at this point.
Beautiful spin move again by Frantic to pick up 4 points.
And we have 6 seconds left on the jam clock.
Catnip looking for the pivot, getting stuck against Little T Rebel. There we go. E-Skate Artist,
Jammer of record.
now jammer of record for Skaters of Doom.
Period clock has expired. We are on jam time now.
Frantic can call it off at any moment and be assured of the win.
Yep. And that is a forearm sending Snapdragon to the box.
Skaters going wild in the stands. Killer Bees know they have it. Something I'd like to draw attention to is that Killer Bees were playing with a really short roster today. Killer Bees only playing with 13 skaters. So to have pulled out a win of 200 plus to the Skaters of Doom is really a testament to how well they're playing.
Yeah. We're
And
at
that was
7 seconds left.
That was a beautiful apex jump brought to you by Killer Burger that E-Skate Artist just did. And there we go, folks. That is it for our Pedals Juniors Championship. We've got a score of 213 Killer Bees to 155 Skaters of Doom. Killer Bees taking it home. They will be our first place winners for the Pedals for the 2023 season.
Congrats to the Killer Bees.
Congrats. Well, Puns and I are going to take a short break to get ready for our next game, but we're going to send it down to the track here in just a moment for
MVPs in the medal ceremony.
MVPs in the medal ceremony. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining in with us this afternoon, and I hope to see you back at 2 p.m. for Rainbow Bites takes on Undead Avengers for first and second place for our Buds teams. Thanks so much. Talk to you later.
Bye.
blocker?
Catnip.
Catnip. And who's your MVP jammer?
Ballistic.
Ballistic. And who do you have for MVP jammer?
Dynamite.
Dynamite. And your MVP blocker?
False glitch.
False glitch. All right, let's do some quick MVP photos and team photos, then we'll do medals.
I've always skated. Even when I went to college, I took my skates with me and found the rinks and skated. When I came back home, I had kids, so then I wanted to teach them to skate. And I go by Don Juan, the Kevin Skater. My number is 469. That number is my old number, but it's also Donna's number, which is 46. So altogether, it's 469, so I represent me and her.
I think this space is important to the people because it gives them many ways to connect with people and be social, especially for like people who are like very quiet I mean, you kind of have to be loud in roller derbies.
Come to Derby and they make themselves known. In fact, Derby helps them make themselves known. I mean, I've seen a girl go from Harlem not saying anything to be out there yelling with her team, come on, let's go, you know, and it's totally different. I think that's what RCR brings.
Everybody, skating or not skating, is here to support each other, but it's very mind-blowing how everyone loves to work together.